It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. We are live on the Mike Staff Productions Facebook page. We are shaking things up a little bit, getting crazy around here.
I love it.
This is Kurt Cologne,
hey,
our Vice President of Sales and Entertainment, and he is hanging out with me, Lauren, the social media manager who joins you weekly, and we're going to be talking about the importance of your vendors, knowing your venue, and we're going to be highlighting one in particular. And I know you have such a great relationship with the folks at the Inn at St. John's.
I'm excited, Lauren. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for watching our live.
Yep.
And yes, I'm excited to talk about St. John's. I mean, not only are we great friends with all the good people that work there, but in about 10-ish weeks, I'll have my wife and I will celebrate our 11th anniversary.
Yep.
And we had it at St. John's, so it holds a very special place in my heart. Love the place.
Can we just throw out this little detail that Mike Staff Productions has at least a DJ, videographer, photographer, if not all three, at that venue at any given weekend all year long.
Oh, I tell you what, we have, we love the place.
Right.
We have an awesome relationship, and it's being that like people are so good, they'll have us for their weddings and refer. We get a lot of referral business at St. John's.
Yeah.
The crew that works there, you know, all the great ladies that have been there a long time are just familiar with our whole crew. They refer us a lot, so It's a great fit. We love the place.
Yeah, and we work there a lot, and it's just a great relationship. And while we're talking about these Facebook Lives, the things that we're discussing, you know, we're going to be highlighting throughout the next couple of weeks different venues that you may be getting married at, and really the importance of having your vendors know the property for your photos, for your video, and even like for the DJ to know where to plug in and put the speakers. It's just those little details that you might not think about.
It's all the stuff behind the scenes, and of course we're giving St. John's love today, but there's so many great venues. Like Lauren said, we're gonna talk about yours, and if we don't get it next week, we'll get it the next week. But yeah,
and
absolutely.
That's what the comment section is for on this live. So please check out the links that we have posted. In the post, you can see some of our work on our Instagram page. You can schedule a quick call with our sales team if you have any questions about vendors working at your venue. And you can also check out a video at a later date that we're actually going to be playing here in a couple minutes. But please let us know which venues you would like us to profile on Facebook Live, you know, in the coming weeks, and we will do our best because we have so many relationships with them across the area.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to be able to do that. And geez, Lauren, you're good at this. Gosh. I hope everybody's watching this, man. This is going to be a good show today, man. I'm excited to see what we got going on here. So yes, post up the comments. We'll answer them the best we can. I've been fortunate to DJ for almost 20 years, so I've been to a lot of these places, and I can answer the insides and the outs. And I'm excited for today's program.
Yeah.
So let's get going.
Hopefully the ladies from the Inn are going to be watching. I know you called them, so hi.
I gave you a heads up. All right.
Okay, so let's kick things off and let's show something that Kurt and I have actually done together throughout the last couple of years. Is go to these venues and interview the people that we work with on a regular basis.
I love doing that.
And showcase the venues and put it on social media so you guys can get a feel if that venue is a good fit. Not if we're a good fit, if the venue is a good fit. It's kind of full circle.
And even before you roll it, I think I love doing these, and I'm glad we're showing one off. It's easy to go to their website and see that the place is beautiful. It's easy. But I love showing off, and I hope we do a good job of showing off the great people that are behind the scenes, that are going to be your touch points, the people that you're going to be working with and helping you. There's a ton of coordination that goes into this, so I love showing off good people at the venues. Yeah,
so we've got Chris behind the scenes, Natalie behind the scenes. They're pushing all the buttons, taking all the pictures.
Push the right buttons back there, Chris.
So let's roll and give a little love to the Inn at St. John's. Check it out.
Let's do it.
I just love being a part of someone's special day.
Everybody here really cares. We truly are a team.
I can come in the office on a Monday morning after the weekend and be very confident that it's been a beautiful wedding. Oh, I think we're one of a kind, not only historically, but having a chapel on site, which is beautiful.
There's warmth, there's character, there's beauty just when you're walking around.
It's a great one-stop shop. I mean, it's all here. The guest rooms, the reception, you can have your ceremony here. It really is a all-inclusive, one-venue opportunity for brides and grooms.
We were built in the late 40s as a seminary.
I think that adds to the beauty because, you know, there's brick, there's marble, there's hand-painted ceilings, there's lovely detail work throughout.
When I first came here for the very first time, it really was the chapel. I mean, the history of the chapel, the decor in the chapel, the stained glass windows in the chapel. I mean, it's truly beautiful.
Side seating pews and the nice long aisle. Every girl's dream, really. And to me, that's our jewel here. Every room has character. Our regal ballrooms, from the 25-foot hand-painted ceilings, the beautifully draped windows, to our grand ballroom, which has a beautiful outdoor area and garden gallery for cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. Atrium, very unique with the glass ceiling. So we can offer all different looks for the bride, which makes it fun.
You know, every wedding is different, so we want people to use our packages as a way to help them get started with planning, but we love to work with brides and grooms to help them be more specific to their needs when planning their reception.
We do include your table linens, your napkins. Some of the packages do include chair covers and sashes. We do offer chair covers and sashes and Chiavari chairs in all our ballrooms as upgrades as well. I don't hesitate to recommend Mike's Staff because I know that they're going to be in good hands.
You get the vendor form and it says Mike's Staff. Oh, okay. You know you're good. You know you're good.
I have had so many brides work with them and are happy with their experience, not only with their DJs, their photographers, and their videographers. And it's nice because they can bundle. So I always let brides know that they can make one phone call and book 3 of their vendors all in one.
All right, and so that's a little behind the scenes. You met some of the ladies that you work with and would come in contact with if that's the venue that you're going to be getting married at. And I don't know if you've noticed in the video, but there's a lot of different ballrooms and atriums and places you can get married and have pictures taken.
The place is impressive, isn't it?
It's big.
And again, like, how could you not want to work with those awesome people? You know what I mean? Like,
the ladies there are just so great.
Good people,
They
for sure.
will bend over backwards to just give you the wedding of your dreams. And so that's why we like to spread the love, introduce you to them, because we work with them so closely. And that's kind of, you know, why we brought Kurt in today, because you know how important it is to have a couple work with vendors that know that beast of a venue and how to tackle it.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see from the video, St. John's is impressive, but it's huge,
right?
You know, which makes it fun. I mean, which from a bride and groom's perspective, it makes it a great place to have a wedding reception.
Endless photography and videography locations,
yes.
Endless, but you gotta know where to go.
Yes, and you know, couples that like our work and are meeting with us and working with us, you feel like you're the only person there because the place is huge. Mm-hmm. However, there could be 2 or 3 other events going on, right. And you need especially your photographers and your videographers to be well coordinated to make sure that they're taking you, because pictures are so important, video is so important.
Absolutely.
And it goes by so darn quick.
And you don't have to leave the premises to have any of that. That's one of really the bonuses of getting married there. So if you are working with a photographer and videographer that knows those little secret nooks and crannies,
for sure,
it just makes such a difference when there are other weddings there.
And the thing is, I think that all couples are happy for any other couple getting married.
Absolutely.
But let's be real. You don't want to really run into like 3 other people celebrating your big day at the same place at the same time. You don't want to be nothing. Is that wrong? I mean,
no.
It's just you don't. You know, right? You know. So the thing is, you won't. You know, when you're working with a photographer and a videographer that knows their stuff, and St. John's is fantastic. I mean, from a person that's worked there a million times and even had their wedding there, like the coordination is fantastic, and the hotel is beautiful too. Yeah. You know, the photo opportunities there, the video opportunities, the chapel is just off the charts, and then those hallways, the ballrooms. It is a beast, so don't be afraid, you guys. If any soon-to-be bride and groom are watching and you're like, how do we know where to go? What are we supposed to tell you? of course, guys, it's a two-way street. We're going to help you.
Yep.
I don't expect anybody that goes to St. John's and books it and walks out excited to be like, now I know every square inch of this mega property. You know?
No. I mean, you're going to know the obvious areas, the lobby and your reception hall,
Yep.
but people that know venues know those special places. They know if it's raining, they know where to take you to get to.
That's a good
for
point.
Inside. If it's
Yep.
snowing, you know, yeah, you can get a couple outdoor shots, but let's face it, you're not going to want to be out there all the time. Or if it's really hot, you know, they're just going to know those secret little areas. And I know that that's something that you and this sales, like our sales team tries to convey to couples when they're working with us that, hey, look, our team can get you around no matter what.
It's true, and I'm finding too that it makes it more fun for us, and I can speak on all of our creative photographers, our videographers. Couples are more into doing things, you know, the traditional aspect, but also some of the non-traditional aspects, like going outside at sunset, doing the cool night pictures right in front of the marquee at St. John's in the evening, and just having, you know, I don't want the bride and groom to worry about it. Put it in our hands.
Exactly.
We'll lead you through this great place. And even before we even get to it, guys, we have years and years of photographs and video that we will show you. So we can even like paint by numbers, I guess, where you can be like, I like this area, I want this, I want to put a spin on this, whatever, you know.
Yeah,
we'll help you.
It serves as inspiration, you know.
That's the word, inspiration. That's what I was looking for.
All right, we got Lillian who's chiming in. We are thinking about doing a first look before our ceremony, but we have a family staying there, and I don't want them to all see me beforehand. Is there a private, pretty spot for a first look?
You want me to tell you about mine? And I think that's here's what
real life example right here.
I appreciate you, Lillian, asking that, because I had I can carbon copy that. We had our reception in the grand ballroom, and we wanted to get a first look and get the pictures done first, and you know, for all the above reasons. But my wife did not want anybody to see her, which I completely understand.
You don't want them peeking out the hotel hotel window, right, and seeing the bride.
No, so it was, and as the groom and as the husband, I respected that.
Of course.
So what we did is our videographers and photographers set us up down the long hallway next to the grand ballroom, and they snuck Brandy, my wife, out through the elevator, through the hotel, right in the hallway. Nobody was there. We did our first look. We did a few pictures around the property, and literally our videographers and photographers were like lookout people. So not only do they take pictures, they're like running point. They're like Secret Service for brides, right?
That's awesome.
So they got her back in the elevator, got her back up to her suites, and then nobody got to see my wife.
So the hallway by the grand ballroom might be a good private area.
Super
it is
private. Yes.
Okay, well,
and
that's
as far
a good
as I
tip for you,
know,
Lillian.
as far as I know, it's like St. John's is so organized. They'll ask Linda or Ella or any of the ladies, but they have it all mapped out, so we knew when we could go down there, and we knew there wasn't going to be vendor log load in or stuff like that.
Okay.
It literally felt like we were the only people there.
And Lillian, probably something, I mean, if you just want to like be straight with your guests that are staying there, you could just say, hey, look, at this time we're going to do it. No peeking, you know, I mean, you could just...
Good. They're going to peek now.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
She's trying.
Sorry, bad advice. Listen to
They'll sneak you out. They'll sneak you
hire
out.
Secret Service
Don't tell
agents, and
Yep. And Mike Staff Productions, our photographers and videographers are very happy to be double agents. All right, we'll run security and interference, and we'll capture beautiful pictures.
Okay, but remember, the hallway by the grand ballroom is a good private spot.
But they might be in the atrium. They might be in the ballrooms. That's the great part about St. John's is it's beautiful and humongous, but it's at the same time super intimate and private. Lillian could be having hers in the atrium. There's rooms down there, there's hallways down there, and being that everything is, you know, when the ceremonies are taking place in the chapel, basically that's why, Lillian, we're going to work with you beforehand and develop a timeline with you, so we're not just like, we're not going to be like day of, let's try to sneak the bride down here, and then there's, you know, people bringing in 150 chairs. It won't happen. Whoever
you're working with photography-wise, tell your photographer that, tell your videographer that, and they can formulate a plan beforehand.
Yep.
And then they'll know exactly, and it will all be planned out. Okay, we've got Claire, who is replying to Lillian. I will help you. Look, here's one of the...
See?
Answered. Now that's like a real answer. The hallway, as well as the waterfall garden directly adjacent, is the perfect spot.
See,
our work here is done.
The crew at St. John's is already helping out, right?
I know, that's
See,
so
I told
cool.
you. That's why we're spotlighting you guys today.
All right, thank you, Lillian. I appreciate you guys.
And congrats on your upcoming wedding, Lillian.
I know, God, that's so cool. Okay, so back to photography, videography locations. Let's roll a video and just show you. I think the biggest thing you have to do when you're looking to hire a photographer or videographer is say, hey, have you worked here before? And then follow up with questions and ask to see their portfolio on their work, so they can back it up. And we've got a little portfolio.
Yeah, and we'll show it. But Laura makes a really good point, because even though it's definitely not one size fits all, we're fortunate to meet so many couples, right? And service so many weddings. I could show a bride-to-be, a St. John's bride-to-be, someone's work, and they could say, I like it, but I'm looking for something a little bit different, and then we could show them a different take, you know what I mean? So there's definitely that human element that goes into it. So here's what I'd say, guys, if we're showing you, use our images, like Lauren said, as inspiration. If there's stuff that you're into or not into, we're going to show you the stuff beforehand, so you can just help us navigate what's important to you guys, so we can just, like, you know, hit the bullseye, of course.
Exactly. All right, check out these photos from some of our past work at St. John.
Show it.
So many great examples.
I know. I feel like since
we were like in amazement.
It reminded me. I was like, I just got like a little bit of anxiety. I just remember looking at the rock garden and like, and like remembering having to balance on the rocks. All right. So pro tip. Limit yourself to maybe like one cocktail before you go stand on the rocks, okay? So that's my pro tip.
Don't have a lot
Women,
of
take off your shoes, all right? Because
and we've done so many pictures that there's like a bridal party of 20 on those rocks.
I had that bridal party. I remember when we got married. I swear, like I invited every person that was my friend to be my bridal party at that time. You know, I mean that's what you do. And I don't even think you could see the garden when we were in there because we had like 40 people in there. So yeah, be careful. Celebrate at the reception and don't stand on the rocks if you're
with a bottle of champagne or anything.
Too pretty. Get these pictures. They're important.
All right, this is awesome. Thank you so much. We hope you really liked getting kind of an in-depth look at the inn, and we're going to be putting up on our Instagram poll, on our stories, some other venues for you to choose from. In the meantime, we've got the link posted on this post. If you want to rewatch the interview with the Inn at St. John's again, if you want to scroll through, get some more information on their ceremony and reception locations, because there's a lot to choose from.
Yeah, it's a great place. I mean, there's so many great places, but I mean, a special spot in my heart for all the good people at St. John's, and this is fun. I like doing Facebook Live, so if you guys ever want to bring me back,
we'll bring them back.
I'll come. I'll give my pro tips, and also, leave some messages of what you guys want to see. You know, I mean,
Kurt will chime in. You never know what he'll tell you. So.
I'm a people person, man. I like going to the venues. I like meeting all the good people that work at them. I mean, we're a special breed. We serve people getting married every day of our life, right?
Absolutely.
You know, so
and that's why we're here hanging out with you at lunchtime, so we can help you, whether you're working with us or not. Just, I don't know, help make the planning process just easier, fun, more fun.
You're not alone, all right? You're not alone. We're
we
here to
are
help
here.
you.
Aren't you? Don't you feel so lucky?
Good, yeah. And Lauren, thanks for all the great, all the effort you put into this today, and thanks for our behind-the-scenes crew.
Yes.
Chris and Natalie, appreciate you guys, and hey, we'll see the Facebook crew next week. And that's all I got for today.
It's like comment.